It's all around us. It's there when we wake up in the morning, and it's there when we go to sleep at night. The wonderful world of technology. What are we without it? We are a society consistently invested in our phones, computers, tablets, and TVs. We live every day not realizing technology is growing and advancing side by side with us. I mean, millennials and Generation Z were practically raised by technology. Parents shove a tablet in your face to keep you quiet as a toddler. Mom or dad drove you in cars to dance class or football practice. TV was your digital babysitter. At the age of 2 years old, more than 90% of all American children have an online history. At 5 years old, more than 50% regularly interact with a computer or tablet device. So, this raises the question, is this really such a bad thing? I sat down with high school seniors, part of the millennial generation that grew up side by side with technology, and they gave me the raw truth of how technology has affected their lives.
That's a good question. When was the last time I spent a day without technology? Has to be maybe a month ago.
Never, or years and years ago anyway, like being a kid or something.
Was probably like elementary school.
Actually, for most of my life, didn't have technology. Like, we would play outside, like we'd ride our bikes and our skateboards, and it was a fun time.
If I had to, I think I could go a day without technology, but probably, I wouldn't want to, but I could. I just wouldn't want to at all.
I think I could go a day without technology. It wouldn't be very fun, and it would be like, for work even, it would make stuff a lot harder, but I could do it.
I would get really stressed out because I always feel a need to be like in constant communication with somebody, and not having that would be really stressful.
Well, like, we use it so much in our everyday life now, I've just become accustomed to it.
It's weird because like you get so used to talking to somebody all the time, and then when you're not talking to somebody, you feel like you have nothing to do. And when I have nothing to do, I get really stressed out. Like, I get anxious and antsy.
Like, I text my mom when I need to get stuff done with her. Like, we actually text probably more than we talk sometimes. So it would be different because then we'd have to have a lot of face-to-face conversation, like with anyone in our lives.
I spend a lot of my time watching movies and making music and connecting with people over the internet. So not having those things takes a lot of my personal interests away. I could definitely find other things to do. I have other things I love doing that don't require technology, but there would definitely be a big missing chunk from my life.
Life would absolutely be different without technology, because it's so much easier to communicate with people and to get work done, and even researching for schoolwork or communicating with friends, or every part of life really, I think, is affected by technology.
I use my phone for everything. It's my clock, my telephone, my radio. I search everything on it, so if I don't know something, I Google it. It's how I talk to people. It's my camera. Like, I literally know, like, my calendar's on my phone. My life is literally on my phone. Like, everything would be different. Everything.
I think that, yes, 100% that technology gets in the way of being in the moment. I've even caught myself at concerts where I'm filming the whole thing and I'm watching the concert through my cell phone.
100%. We don't do anything for ourselves anymore. And we don't care about other people. We don't. It's bad. When I'm at work and I'm walking around, like I work at a restaurant, I'm walking around the tables and I see a table of like a family of 4, like a family of 6, whatever, and every single person's on their phone. Like, you're sitting there doing something with people and you're on your phone instead, and you don't care that you're neglecting the people that love you. So, I don't know.
When adults think of technology, they think of their kids, and like, all parents want the best for their kids, and they think that it's a huge distraction, which in most cases it is. Like, my sisters will be on their phones, just scrolling, doing nothing, and you'll directly ask them a question, and there will be not a sound in the room, and they clearly heard you, but they're so engulfed in their phone that they won't even look up to answer. So parents find it concerning more than adults' parents find it concerning, because it's taken away from their children's lives.
Of course, you'll have pictures and videos and stuff of events, but you won't have that memory of actually living in the moment and being there with your friends or family or anything. So it's definitely a sad thing that society is going through.
Well, I think that for social media, there's a lot of issues with, it affects people's self-esteem because there can be bullying or just even like looking up at other people, and it's artificial, a lot of what people aspire to and what they think of.
But I think it's like Instagram and Snapchat that really has like the most negative effects, because like there's all this like self-confidence issues that come from it, because you see all these models and these famous people that are on there that they don't actually look like that, but like that's the pictures that they're posting, they look perfect. And then you yourself, you're like, oh, I only have 500 followers. Oh, my picture only got 50 likes, I have to delete it now. And then you like find all your self-esteem from the feedback that you get from other people on social media. So now you don't even have your own self-confidence. It's all based on somebody else pressing a button on their phone to like your picture. And I think that if we didn't have that so much, then our self-confidence would be a lot higher, and a lot of like anxiety and depression issues would also be eliminated from that, because then we wouldn't have all this outside influence that's like making us hate ourselves for no reason.
Once something's posted online, it's there forever, and that can impact someone for the rest of their lives. So when they go to get a job and someone checks their Facebook profile and sees something that person posted a year or two ago, it could affect their chances of getting that job, for example.
We have less face-to-face communication, so it's a lot less intimate.
It opened up the world to everybody, so now we can talk to somebody in Australia while we're sitting in Canada. So like it's kind of cool that way, and we can learn a lot from social media, but at the same time there's a lot of negative stuff that comes with it that people don't really know how to deal with, because like it's so new to us.
Especially like if you're going away next year, you can find people who are also going away in the same program like a lot easier. Like when my brother went away to university, he didn't really have that, and I do, of course.
I think that social media does have a good positive impact as well, because it's like you can communicate with people around the world in a way that you never ever could before in history instantaneously, and you can stay in touch with people. And especially like since we're about to leave high school, then unlike our parents or any other generation, then we can still keep in touch with people who we knew in high school really easily going on in our lives through social media.
We have so much more knowledge now that we have more technology. Like with technology comes more knowledge, and then with knowledge comes more technology. So it's just like a never-ending cycle, and eventually we're going to be like super geniuses or whatever.
I feel like each different occupation in specific has benefited.
With technology changing, even 50 years ago we would have been able to do with medicine or something like that, or even 10 years ago compared to today, then like we're getting close to having like cures to cancer, or at least ways to fight it more effectively, and AIDS is much more survivable than it was even 20 or 30 years ago. So definitely technology in general has a huge impact.
They did my surgery with cameras. They didn't even go in. It was wild.
We wouldn't be where we are without technology in the medicine field. And of course, in schools, we wouldn't have opportunities that we have now. For example, having computers and having high-tech cameras and specific courses, we wouldn't be able to have those without technology in our society.
I think it's changed stuff a lot, and definitely, it's definitely, technology's caused some trouble, but I wouldn't say that it's like destroyed humanity, like the kids these days sit on their phones or whatever.
I think it's enhanced certain negative parts of it, but it's also enhanced positive aspects.
I think that technology is definitely shunned by a lot of adults, because they lived in a generation where they didn't have the opportunities that we do with technology. I don't think that they completely understand how amazing technology can be, but I don't think that our generation understands exactly how they feel and how they survived and did amazing without technology, or without the amount of technology that we have today.
We're definitely technology-driven age, and we're definitely an information-driven age. All this negativity that comes from the sharing of information over things like social media and online probably would have been there beforehand, before all of this international connectivity. But it wouldn't have been at the extent it is now, that's for sure. But I don't think it's ruined our humanity. It's just changed the way we function in our day-to-day life.
It's something that helps people grow together. It's something that connects people. It's something that makes jobs available. It's actually a beautiful thing if you think about it.
Technology it's an incredible thing, and it can be used positively or negatively. It can do great things or terrible things. So I think that, you know, the people who are against technology are misguided, because it can do amazing things. It just needs to be used properly. So I think that's what we need to focus on.
Technology is useful, it's all around us, it's not going to go away anytime soon, and there are definitely negative implications, but that doesn't mean it can't create something spectacular.